Hey guys, Jim Gray here. All right, here's a quick video about EXP asset and how to compound. All right, compounding's pretty simple. Most people don't, a lot of people don't understand it, but it's just basic math, and you can increase your money like really fast. Your money can multiply quickly. All right, now here's EXP asset, and I recently I deposited 100 first, right? And what I was going to do is put another 100, another 100, another 100 till I got up to 1100. And that's compounding. But instead, I was able to put 1,000 in. So now I'm at 1100. So what I want to do is every time I get to 100, I'm going to redeposit it. So every time these guys get to 100, redeposit. So every day I'm getting approximately 1% on 1100 is about $11. So in 2 days I've gotten $22, which is pretty cool. Now some days it gives you more than 1%, and some days it gives you less than 1%. And let me show you what I mean. Just 2 days ago when I got in with the $1,000 deposit, I only got $7 my first day, and that's under that's like 0.7%. And then this day I got 1.3%. So now that those two together are coming out to about 1%. So this is not guaranteed, but you average around 1%. Okay, so that's, I mean, you can't, some days it's higher, some days it could be lower, some days it's exactly 1. So don't say I said exactly you're supposed to have 1% all the time. It can vary below 1% and above 1%. So but I'm going to say averaging around 1%. Okay, cool. Now I said that disclaimer. So pretty much what you want to do is, or what I'm going to do is, when this hits 100, I'm going to go to, I'll have 1200 in here. So right now it's going to take me about 9 days, I believe. So what is it, like 9.5 days to get to $100? Because $99, that's just about 100 anyway. So about 9 days. So right now, and then I'll compound to make it 1200. So I made like a little. This is only an example. It's not. There's no guarantees here or anything like that. But just to give you an idea. Now, when I started with the 100, I was getting one ad pack per day. I was getting $1 per day. I mean, and this says ad packs, but I'm going to let 100 represent an ad pack. I'm going to say every time someone pays 100, they're getting an ad pack. So you can think of it that way. You know, just so you can have an idea of what, how much we're measure what we're doing here. Now, or I could just put $100 deposit, active $100 deposits. So when you have one, you're gonna average about $1 per day. So it says daily here, and then profit. If you wanted to take something out, you could take out 0.17, 17 cents a day, and that would be your profit. For a month, that would be $5, and for your annual income, that would be $60. But who needs that? I would just leave it in and let it compound, right? Like I'm saying. So okay, so now say you put in another 100. Okay, so say you take the whole 100 days. Now you're at 2. So now you're at 2. Now you're getting $2 per day, and you could actually withdraw 33 cents per day if you felt like you needed it, which would be $10 a month and $120 annual income. So basically, it says here, so far you spent $200, and your return, if you only bought these two, you would get back $240, right? But daily, you would get back $2 daily, and if you took out 33 cents each day, you could still keep earning and still keep your ad packs going, or your $100 deposits going. All right, so now I'm at 1100, so let's see how much that is per day. All right, so oh, sorry about that. I'm actually at 11 because of the way this is. So I have $1,100 worth of deposits, which is right here. So total cost 1100. So this isn't going to matter. It just helps so we can add up and calculate what our average daily earnings would be. So right now I'm seeing about $11 per day, and I could safely take $1.83 out per day, which I'm not going to do. So then 9 days go by, and then all of a sudden I'm at $99, right? And if I just add $1, I could buy one more ad pack or one more $100 uh, deposit. So that would be 12. Now that means my active daily earnings would be $12, and I could take $2 out each day if I felt like it, which would be $60 a month and $72 per $720 per year. But I'm not going to take it out. I'm going to compound it. So how many days is this going to take? Let's see. 100 times 0.12 equals, oh, I messed up on that. Anyway, let's just say 100 divided by 12. Why don't I just do it like that? Sorry, guys. Where's that at? C? Oh, right here. All right. Let's say 100 divided by 12 equals. All right. So 8.3 days. Now it takes 8.3 days to get to $100, right? So in 8.3 days, I'm going to have another 100. So I'm going to say now I'm going to put 13 here, which represents $1,300. And now my earnings will be $13 per day, and I can get $2.17 out safely if I feel like it. So say I just take out, if I were to take out $10 per week to do something with it, I would be safe that I could keep rebuying my $100 deposits and compounding. All right. So next thing you know, we're going to get to 14. And I don't want to draw this out or anything, make it long and drawn out. So now $1,400, bam. Now we're getting $14 per day. And that would be, let's see, C divided by T equals, all right. So 7.15 days, get another $100. So, and I can keep going with this, but what I want to do is get to, say when I get to 2,200 and I double what I started with, let's see what I'm getting then. So I would be getting about, $2,200 and $22 per day. Now that's not bad, right? So I'm going to say every 5 days or so, 4.5 days, I can buy another one. And then when they get to 25, now it's every 4 days. And the object is to eventually get to 50, right? And now it's $50 per day earning. And you could safely take out $8.33 per day. So that means you could, in a month, you could keep this going, compounding, and take out $250 per month. And you can make $3,000 per year if you just kept going with this and you just kept compounding and only taking out what you could safely withdraw. Then you would, you could just say, hey, once a week I'm going to withdraw. Let's say 8 times 7 or something like that, or 8 times 6 or whatever. You could do a withdrawal, and you could safely, get a weekly income with this right here. Now, some people could keep compounding. Some people may try to get some profit out of it so they can say, hey, I got my money back or whatever, But it can keep going like that. If you get to 100, that would be 10,000. Now, some people can deposit this right away. They don't have to build it up this way, but for people like a lot of people who couldn't start with a lot, they can work their way up to getting to the compound to the point where they're making lots of money per day. Now, this is $16 per day, $16.67. So that's a $500 monthly income, and still it's growing, and that's annually $6,000. So, and you can just keep going with this and keep going with this and keep going with this, and that's how it works. So, if you can get in the program and get, whatever you can comfortably start with, like we always say, don't go break yourself. Don't spend more than you can afford to lose. I mean, there's no 100% guarantees. We're not out here to watch you hurt yourself and get into serious debt over anything. But if you just do it this way, and you say if you have $100, you can add another 100 every so often, because the minimum is 100. So if you're going to do it, you got to at least spend 100. But if you had 100 and like say a week or two later, you're compounding, and then you add another 100, and you're still compounding, you add another 100, and then all of a sudden, say you're at you get 500, then your daily earnings are $5 per day, and every 10 days you'd be able to buy another one, and that's a really good way to start. I'd say starting with 500 or 1,000 is a good start, but you can still do it with less. So it's all up to you on how you decide to do it, and if you're going to compound or not. But things really start growing fast after you get to like 1,000 and 2,000 and 3,000. You start getting like 100. You can buy $100 uh, uh, deposit every day or something. All of a sudden, in 10 days, you have another 1,000. 10 days, you have another 1,000. Then all of a sudden, you can do 200 per day, and then you're just doing two, and then you're getting like 2,000. All of a sudden, it's just growing and growing and growing, and you can start taking money off the top, doing withdrawals, and still keep the deposits coming and keep the deposits going, and it's pretty cool. So anyway, that's how you can compound with one of the ways you can compound with EXP asset. So I hope you liked the video. If you guys did, please give me a like. Also, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed before. And if you have subscribed, thanks for subscribing. I'm at I think 876 subscribers right now, so thank you very much. Also, feel free to share and comment. If you don't like this, if you have a better way to do it, tell us below, or if you like it or whatever, or give us your opinion. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. All right, bye. Also, I'm going to have my link below, so if you want to sign up, my link is right below. All right, guys, bye.